I'm up. It's like 4:43 a.m. I'm just playing Grand Theft Auto, being a loser and shit. And I'm like simultaneously watching YouTube videos. And I came across these videos talking about people's Grand Theft Auto 6 wish list. And as much as I love Grand Theft Auto, I figured, fuck it, let me just throw my hat in. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? I got a story idea pretty much, and within the story, I'm gonna pepper in like my little ideas and shit. Alright, so boom, it's like let's say you two different people instead of three. Grand Theft Auto 5 had three, and Grand Theft Auto 6 we got two motherfuckers. Let's say one is a girl, so that would be something different. You a girl this time, and the other one is a guy. And the backstory would be they both are like they grew up together, they're childhood friends or whatever. They grew up in like Liberty City, and say let's say the dude he moves down to Vice City for like for college. He's forced to move down or some shit, whatever. Parents sent him down or some shit. Whatever story that Rockstar want to run with after they take my idea, because they're gonna take this idea. So boom, he's down in Vice City. He becomes some fucking like criminal. He starts selling drugs and shit. In Liberty City, back is homegirl, and she becomes a cop. Yep, you guessed it. She becomes a cop and shit. Like somewhere down the line, they meet up each other. They meet up again and shit, and you get to switch between the two, and you get to switch between the two cities. So instead of just one city, they'll have Liberty City and Vice City. So instead of just switching one city, you get to switch up between the two, and you get to fly to the other one. So say they have like a drug deal that's going down in Liberty City, and he gotta fly back. They get into a situation where she's about to like get the drop on him, but she don't know that is him right away, and she's about to make the arrest or some shit, and it's like, oh shit, that's that's old girl, or that's homie. You know what I mean? That'd be fire. That way you get to choose like if you want to be like a good guy or a bad guy. What was the game where you like either a good one or a bad one? But yeah, you get to play as the cop, and you don't really like steal cars and shit like that. You like it's like vigilante mode, but the whole game just for that character. But it's like regular Grand Theft Auto for when you get back to the other character. Now I don't know. Maybe Rockstar decide they want to switch. They want to switch the two and make the girl the bad guy and make the guy the cop. Whatever, it don't matter to me. I just think the story would be fly. And they could have multiple cities, like say, or maybe just a shorty that's a maybe the one that's a cop. Instead of just being a cop, they became like they go to the army, or they join the navy or something, and they move to like London or some shit. They get stationed somewhere, and they become a fucking cop in London or some shit. Somehow, some way, they become a cop in London, and that way the game is stationed in London, and you get to switch between like Vice City and Liberty City and London, or London and Vice City, or whatever. And you have to like you're trying to prevent drug deals from going down, but little do you know, it's your friend from high school and shit that's doing the drug deals, and you're switching, and you're actually completing the drug deal missions as the your friend. So like as a matter of fact, you can decide, say you're the cop, right? You can decide whether you want to let the drug deal slide because you realize that's your friend, and you just gonna let him get his bread up, and then you can decide to be like a vigilante or whatever and just decide to let his shit slide, but you know what I'm saying, lock up some other people and work with him. You know what I'm saying? You could decide to be the good cop or the bad cop, and like the bad cop is you working with your friend, and like helping him get drug deals and locking up his rivals and shit like that. His rival gangs and shit like that. Or you could just be like, yo, fuck him. We just gon' we trying to arrest him. We stopping his drug deals. Fuck all that shit. And then you get to like play both sides literally as both players, the drug dealer and the cop. Just putting like little small Easter eggs, like the same drugs that like Elizabeth from Grand Theft Auto 4 got caught with. You try to plant on your friend or some shit like that, or the boat that the boat that Nico came in is the same boat that some of the drugs or a mission is. Like, I forgot what the boat was called, but you could bring in like small little Easter eggs like that. Like, and I'm sure Rockstar can make it how some way they meet each other within the middle of the game, the same way you meet Trevor as Michael in the middle of the game in Grand Theft Auto 5. So I think that would be dope. Just some random like wishlist shit. I feel like the same way Michael was kind of like he had his crib and shit set. You don't need to be moving from safe house to safe house and living in apartments and shit. I feel like that's how the cop player should be. Like their life is kind of like set. They straight. They money is straight. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they are single or whatever. And please don't make it a fucking love story where they end up hooking up at the end. That's corny. Nobody giving a fuck about that. But like it could be like a regular like rags to riches story. Nobody's ever tired of those, but it could be like a rags to maybe it could be like let's say the drug dealer dude, his name is like Steve and the girl his name is Kate, whatever the fuck. Steve and Kate. So Steve is selling drugs and shit. He's in Vice City. He's doing the shit he's in. He's working for Tommy Vercetti and shit. Tommy Vercetti is old and fuck. He's washed up, but he's like, man, I just want to do these last little jobs and get the fuck out. He already sold the Malibu Club. He don't own the fucking ice cream factory no more. Like he's out the game. He's just doing these last little bit of things, his last little work before he get the fuck up out of here. He never had a kid. He never had a son, but he sees Steve as the son he never had. And you grow and you come up. Oh, what if Nico kills Tommy Vercetti? So as Steve, the drug dealer, he spends half the game looking for Nico and trying to kill him to get revenge for killing Tommy Vercetti. And in the midst of that, the drug dealing and all of that shit, whatever shorty name is, she's trying to track you down. And she don't know that is you, but she's trying to track you down because she don't know that is you because she don't know you as a crook or nothing like that. So she probably has her inclinations and shit, but she's like, nah, that can't be him. He's not like that. He's a good dude. He ain't selling no drugs and shit. But whatever. She's trying to track you down and she's putting people together and shit. She's like doing detective work and shit, trying to figure out this case and blow the case open and whatnot. Damn, this is gonna be a bitch to edit. So say Steve is drug dealing. Tommy Vercetti, he's working for Tommy Vercetti. Nico ends up killing Tommy Vercetti for some dumb shit because oh yeah, they did. Matter of fact, Nico said Nico and his cousin was talking about moving to Vice City and opening up a club or some shit. So maybe they like rival clubs and shit. And Nico was trying to get in the game, and Tommy Vercetti was playing him tough and shit. So he smokes Tommy Vercetti. And since you Steve and you like, oh nah, that's like the father I never had. You killed Tommy. Now I got to get you. So he goes through the whole game trying to get um, Nico. So you end up kidnapping Roman and all types of shit, and he's like, and he keeps dropping little like Liberty City Easter eggs, like, oh shit, this is like the time with Brucey, and you know what I'm saying, little shit like that. Oh, matter of fact, you know, it'd be a fire side mission. Damn, I'm all out of order. This is gonna be rough to listen to. I'm sorry, y'all, but whatever the fuck. You know, it would be fire. A fireside mission would be you know CJ from San Andreas was he's like a record producer at the end of San Andreas, working with Mad Dog and them. So let's just say he's managing like little rappers from I almost said Florida. He's managing little rappers from Vice City, and they like acting like they thugs, but they really not thugs or whatever. You know, wink, wink. They not thugs for real, but they rap like they thugs. So they hire you, Steve. They hire Steve to play. They hire Steve to play like the gangster in their videos or some shit, or you have to protect him. Like you have to like you have to run convoys. You have to run convoys through the hood and be like their protection or some shit like that, or protect them in the video, and like real thugs trying to run up on them during the video when you gotta kill the thugs for the video is like a little side mission or some shit for CJ. You do little side works for CJ because he works for like some record company in the city in Vice City or some shit. Or maybe that could be in Liberty City. How would London fit in all this? Maybe it just wouldn't be in London. Fuck London. Yeah, fuck London. Okay, fuck that. So you switch between Liberty City and Vice City. Damn, we need some new cities though. Niggas tired of the same old. Niggas already hate New York enough. Shit. I did see a video of a dude saying it should be in New Orleans. That would be fire because there's so much music in New Orleans. There's so much culture in New Orleans. You could have a cool black and a cool black protagonist in New Orleans that wouldn't be corny like Franklin. Like, let's keep it a buck. Franklin was kind of he was okay. He wasn't John Blaze. Like he wasn't he wasn't CJ by a mile. Like, and CJ wasn't that amazing, but he was good. You know what I'm saying? CJ was dope. But Franklin is bland compared to Tommy Vercetti. Tommy Vercetti was damn near Scarface. Like, Tommy Vercetti was pretty much based on Scarface. And even Claude had more personality than motherfucking CJ. Shit, that's why the bitch chose him over over CJ. They grow up in Liberty City, and they both like they go separate ways. And one of them grows up in New Orleans, whatever rock star decides to call New Orleans. But they go to Vice City. Switch between Vice City and New Orleans. That's fire. Nah, cause I mean, you know how Grand Theft Auto works. They make everything a fucking island. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should be able to just fly to the shit. Fuck driving it. Just fly. But then they can't be on the same map though. Cause imagine if you pause the game in the beginning of the game and you just see the whole New Orleans map while you in Vice City. That's gonna be whack. That's kind of like spoiling it. So you gotta be able to fly, and when you fly to the other city, you don't see the other city no more. Like, you can't pause the game and see Vice City. You gotta go to Vice City to see Vice City. That will make sense. Cause I'll be tight if I'm 2 seconds into the game and then I see the whole fucking map and it's like, well, that's everything. There it is. Shit. Oh, word, son. They could have. What if currency was in the game and you could have like low riding missions or some shit like that? What if they had currency, Lil Wayne involved somehow? Like, maybe you do some missions for Lil Wayne or some shit, or fucking J Electronica shit. That'd be crazy. Like, J Electronica has you on some conspiracy shit, like UL paper. You thinking you doing some high conspiracy shit, but really it's not that deep. Juvenile or somebody. Master P. Or you have to rob Master P's like big ass mansion or some shit. That would be fire. You do like a fucking. Because they had low riding side missions in San Andreas, so that would kind of like. You do like a meetup with Spitta or some shit. They should definitely have more rappers involved in Grand Theft Auto. Cause if you in Vice City, like Uncle Luke or somebody based on him as a character, like not involved. You know what I'm saying? Trick Daddy or somebody, Rick Ross, somebody. God damn, like how is these niggas not in the game somehow? Even if it's for like half a line. Cause in San Andreas you had a nigga that looked like Easy E. You had a nigga that looked like Easy E. You had Big Worm. You had Faison Love. You had Big Worm as Big Smoke. That's hilarious. You had MC8. Like you had people involved, so why can't you have? Matter of fact, they had the game in there too. So boom, like why can't you have like Rick Ross and like some MCs in there that's involved in the game somehow? Hip hop is definitely involved in Grand Theft Auto. Like, what if they was based in New Orleans and Vice City? It's a girl and a guy. One becomes a cop, the other one becomes a gangster, and they go separate ways, and they meet each other somewhere in the middle of the game, and and you can choose like this will be one of the like choice things in the game because you know they like to like make you have fork in the road decisions. You can choose to work with each other, and that would be one choice in the game, or you could be like, yo, fuck that motherfucker. I'm gonna be a drug dealer, or fuck that motherfucker. I'm trying to put him his ass. I'm gonna put his ass in jail. You know what I'm saying? So you could be the cop that's trying to take him down, or you could be the drug dealer, and they could be like two different endings where as a you be like you meet each other at the end and you end up taking them to jail, or you end up both getting out this shit alive some type of way, or one of you dies or some shit. It could be because they had three different endings for Grand Theft Auto 5, so why not have three or four different endings for Grand Theft Auto 6 where you could either take him to jail, get him set up for life, or one of y'all dies, both of y'all go to jail because y'all get caught in the shit. Oh man, in fact, that wouldn't make sense. That would fucking ruin the game, wouldn't it? That'd be fucking stupid. Sample cats, fucking. I'm gonna leave that in too, just to show that shit. I'm gonna leave that in. But yeah, oh man, I'm not used to making videos like this. Whatever, niggas gonna let this shit rock. It don't matter. But yo, you end up taking a motherfucker to jail, or one of y'all dies in the shootout. Either one of y'all dies in the shootout, or one of y'all dies trying to get away from the other one. So like if you're the drug dealer and you choose to be like, yo, fuck that motherfucker, you end up killing your friend. Or if you're like the if you're the cop, you end up killing them. Alright, who should die if they say fuck each other? Yeah, the cop should die if they say yo fuck each other. And then if they decide the cop dies or the cop gets caught up and goes to jail or some shit, and then you end up having to free them or some shit, you gotta break into jail and free everybody. Like that would be like the Death Wish. That would be the Death Wish mission. The cop gets caught, so you have to go play as Steve single player and just go in and motherfucking free your homie. And that would be like an homage to the original Vice City because there's a mission in there where you gotta break your friend out of jail. So that would be fire. Wait, is that Lance Van? That would be a good homage to the original Vice City. Damn, New Orleans is so fire as a city. Damn, cause you could like one thing, and this is like random wishlist shit. Bring back the assassinations missions. I love doing assassination missions. That should probably be like another third of the game, like just assassination missions. I will assassinate everybody in this motherfucking game if you bring the missions back, B. Like my favorite missions in Grand Theft Auto 5 is Franklin's assassination mission. I like sniping motherfuckers. I like hunting motherfuckers down in the game. That's one of my favorite things in the whole game. Just make somebody a sniper. Matter of fact, that'd be good for the cop just to have some bad shit on them. Like yo, like they make the cop just be the sniping motherfuckers, just taking motherfuckers out. We tried to get him on the case. The case wouldn't stick. So we need you to take care of this. We need justice. We not getting justice that the way we want. He's the cases ain't sticking on him. Maybe one of old Diaz boys or something like that that survived the whole thing and he became some type of like, you know what I'm saying, side dude that's making some bread or some shit, or he's like a corrupt lawyer or a juror or some shit that's like gonna make sure that make sure that the dude that's killing people is innocent or some shit, some side shit. We need them assassination missions. They need to bring sports back into that shit. Nobody gave a fuck about tennis, dog. Golf is fire. Always play golf. We down with golf. I fuck with the golf in the game. And I like the fact that you could buy businesses and shit. They should keep that. Let us buy businesses. Let us play golf. Let us play basketball. Bring basketball back. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it to be NBA 2K or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But put in like fucking horse or some shit. Put a fucking little side basketball game or something. You know what I mean? That's not asking for too much, is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting the nigga to be fucking LeBron James on the court, but you know what I'm saying? Just put a little something in there. We was acting like we was Pete Sampras in the motherfucking Grand Theft Auto 5, so fuck it, right? Bring Pool back. Pool was good. Just I wish the mechanics was better. You know what I'm saying? The pool in Grand Theft Auto 4 felt like you was playing on a goddamn a no gravity fucking whatever. Bowling was fire. Bring dates back. You know what I'm saying? It should bring dates back. You should be able to go to a club, scoop a shorty, especially in like New Orleans and Vice City. You should be able to go to a club, find a shorty, bag it, whatever your slang terminology is out there in like YouTube, whatever. Or maybe if you playing as the girl, you know whatever the fuck, whatever floats your boat. That way, like you don't alienate the girls who play video games and shit. They can actually play. They don't just play as the fucking dude. They don't want to. It's not just fucking penis envy all day. You know what I'm saying? They get to play as themselves and shit and live vicariously through an actual woman in the video game for once in their fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Except for like fucking Samus or somebody. They get to actually see that it's a girl they playing as. Just no corny love scenes. Unless, matter of fact, Grand Theft Auto was great at making fun of itself. So maybe they could sneak in a love scene that's making fun of Grand Theft Auto having a love scene in it. I know they could pull that off. Damn, New Orleans would be fire. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about like just throwing a parade. You know they got guns like a motherfucker in New Orleans, cause the fucking murder rate is retarded. Fucking, you know they got fucking cars like a motherfucker. You know the cars is stupid in New Orleans. You know they got cars in Miami, Vice City. Oh my god, the city would be fire. The nightlife, yo, they need to have a fire nightlife, especially if it's gonna be in Vice City and New Orleans. The nightlife need to be crazy and food. Don't forget food. Don't have our players walking around surviving off motherfucking a Twix bar or whatever the fuck, a Sprunk can and shit. Don't make it dumb where like you die if you don't eat, but like If you need help for something, why not just roll to like the burger shop? Or since it's gonna be in like New Orleans and Vice City, have some like if it's gonna be in like New Orleans or something, just have some like slamming seafood or some shit that's like kinda like what they actually have in Louisiana and shit like that. Like some food places. You need to be able to hoop. Well, I'm doing mad black shit. Well, I'm white people got channels too. Y'all could have y'all wish list. This is the what black people want to do. We want to hoop. We want to have fly cars, more customization, and cribs. We need fire cribs. We getting all this money. Like one thing, we figured out how to get $5 billion on Grand Theft Auto 5, and we had no way to spend it. After you buy the movie theater and the golf course, you got nothing to spend the money on. What you gonna keep buying in the cars? Cause after a while you run out of cars. And they don't update the cars in the story mode. You know what I'm saying? That's online where they keep updating the shit. So boom. Give us shit to spend money on. And give us ways to make a little bit more money after the game is over. Because after the game is over, you pretty much just sitting there. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like playing Grand Theft Auto online, you ain't got the patience like most people to keep getting killed and respawn, and you just trying to start a mission, but motherfuckers just keep killing your ass, and you trying to kill people back, but really you just want to start a mission and shit. You don't got the patience for that. You just trying to drive around and Mac, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Possibly hoop, you know what I'm saying? Shoot pool, bowling, you know what I'm saying? Take a shorty on a date, or if you playing as the girl, do what the girl does and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? And you know Grand Theft Auto, they gonna have jokes. Oh, you know what'd be fucked up if they had like, if they had like, if they made the girl white or black, and they made the guy white or black, like just to have that interracial thing, and you know they gonna be Grand Theft Auto gonna have the most foul jokes. They gonna have mad like Oreo jokes, mad fucking racist jokes and shit. They gonna go across. They gonna go all the way past the line. They gonna cross the line, pass it, buy a T-shirt. Like it's gonna be fucked up. But that's what Grand Theft Auto is. That's what we like Grand Theft Auto for. They gonna go past the line, disrespectful. They gonna be straight foul. But yeah, that's pretty much my wish list so far. One thing you need a crazy white boy in this game. I'm sorry, yo. I know I'm black and shit, and I love the black protagonists in the game, but you know what I'm saying? Even though I will play as Franklin all damn day and not even give a lick of daylight to motherfucking Michael, but the game ain't shit without Trevor. Sorry. Grand Theft Auto 6, he's a crazy white boy, man. I don't know if he's gonna be like the cop partner or he's the Steve's partner somehow. Or maybe he's both. He's playing both sides. That and maybe that's the thing that connects each other. But one thing you need is a crazy white boy. Grand Theft Auto ain't shit without some type of crazy white people shit involved. You know what I'm saying? Vice City, you need Tommy Vercetti, you need the what's the dude name with the boom shine and shit, and he was coming through with all the crazy weapons and shit. You need that shit in Grand Theft Auto. You can't have too many level minded motherfuckers. If you have too many level minded people, then it don't make sense to like have people running and shooting and shit like that. You need psycho motherfuckers in Grand Theft Auto, specifically psycho white boys and shit. Don't have them on no racist shit, but like We just see you need like some Trevor motherfuckers. Motherfucking Grand Theft Auto. What else can I think of? Damn, this shit like a half hour. I'm gonna chop this shit down to like 15 minutes somehow. But boom, this my wish list. I don't give a fuck about Grand Theft Auto Online really. They doing the right job, so I don't got no critiques for Grand Theft Auto Online. They update that shit every 2 minutes with a new car or a new game or something. So I got no complaints for Grand Theft Auto Online. They gonna figure that out by themselves. But as far as the story, nigga, Grand Theft Auto 5 got a whole casino in that shit, and we ain't used that shit once. A whole horse race track, and we don't bet on horse races or nothing. We got a whole horse racing track. We don't bet on horse races. We don't try to scam the horse racing game. We don't try to like fix it or nothing. We don't shoot a horse or some shit in the mission. You know what I'm saying? I heard that it was supposed to be like a horse farm, and that's what homie you pull house down. He was supposed to be the owner of that, but we don't have use of the whole stadium. They got the Staples Center in Grand Theft Auto 5. We don't see no baseball games. We don't see no basketball games. We don't see no hockey games. We just buy the jersey at Suburban. We don't. We just go to Urban Outfitters and buy the damn jersey, and Urban Outfitters and buy the jersey. But we don't see none of these teams play or nothing like that. You can't fix the game. Like, why wasn't there a mission where we telling Kobe to throw a game? Like, and Kobe was playing at the time. The game came out in 2013, so relax. So it's like, why aren't we telling Anthony Davis to throw a game or some shit? Or there's a mission where we kidnap fucking Drew Holiday so they could lose the game in the finals or some shit, and the Tommy Vercetti or some mafia boss is like putting money on the game or some shit like that. Like, why isn't no sports teams involved? Like, sports is so heavy in people's lives, especially if you play video games and shit. Or maybe that's just like me and people like me. So whatever. I apologize if you felt alienated by that comment, but whatever. But why isn't there more sports involved or sports teams involved or like real businesses? Like, you know what I'm saying? Real businesses like the music industry, like, why aren't we kidnapping some of these people? Why aren't we like, cause look, the whole Vice City, we doing whole shit with Love Fist and San Andreas, we doing whole missions with Mad Dog. We still in his rhyme book and shit. Now we don't need to recreate those missions, but I'm just saying, y'all did it before and it worked and it was fire. Why can't we do it again now? With, you know what I'm saying? Where is XX Tanchi, whatever the fuck that nigga name is? Like, he from Florida, right? So why aren't we like fucking uh kidnapping him or some shit? Or if you the girl, if you're the cop, why aren't you like arresting him or some shit in a random mission? Matter of fact, yo, you just go around arresting rappers and motherfucking and as the girl that's the cop or some shit. That would be even funnier because she's like, maybe she's the white girl cop or some shit, and she's arresting mad rappers, and rappers is trying to hit on her or some shit, and whatever the fuck. You can add in shit. She's going to the strip club, and she's being like low key because she's like undercover. She's going undercover to the strip club, and she's trying to catch people throwing laundered money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to catch like the drug dealers at the strip club with the marked bills or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Little missions like that. You know what I'm saying? You could spice up the cop shit too. You know what I'm saying? You can make that shit lit, and then by chance you run into your homeboy from high school, and like, but you don't want to tell each other what y'all doing because it's like awkward. You're like, oh shit, what are you doing here? You're like, oh, I'm just down here visiting some family or some shit, and it's like, oh shit, what you doing in Vice City? Oh, I'm. You don't want to say you a cop because you undercover, and you like, oh, I'm just my home girl works here or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be fire. You could flip that some type of way. I'm rambling too much. How long this shit been? Damn, 30 something minutes. Shit. All right, I'm gonna chop this shit down to like 15 minutes somehow. I'm gonna make it work. But boom. Okay, where we at now? Custom. We need to customize the cribs. Word, cause or matter of fact, you need to we need to be able to buy multiple cribs like we did in Vice City and in San Andreas. We was able to buy a bunch of cribs, flip them. No, what if you just flip houses? That would be a hustle. Flip houses. Hmm, that would be interesting. That would be something you could do after the game. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like that would be one of the like 100% total checklist things, like flip 10 houses and shit, and then you unlock a new house that would be like your last house or some shit like that. That would be cool. Damn, this game got so far away from stealing cars. Now the last thing you think about is stealing a car. Imagine that shit. Grand Theft Auto, the last thing you thinking about is stealing a car. I'm just trying to protect my fucking car. Like I'm on Grand Theft Auto online and I'm trying to protect my car from fucking getting blown the fuck up, let alone stealing somebody else's shit. That's the fire. That's the most fire thing about Grand Theft Auto anyway. Like yo, like your possessions, like you get to live vicariously as a fucking billionaire and buying cars and cribs that you probably never thought you could get in real life. Especially if you playing playing this game all damn day. I should probably cut this video off after that.